Hello guys, welcome to MedEasy. Here we will deal with the medical concepts in a very easy and conceptual way. Anterior chamber. Depth of anterior chamber is measured from the center of the cornea to the center of the pupil, and its depth is 3 mm. And anterior chamber is shallow in the women and the elderly children's, and deep anterior chamber in the young males. And the volume of the anterior chamber is 0.25 to 0.3 ml, and it's filled with the aqueous humor. And the function of aqueous humor is to provide nutrition to the cornea, to the lens, means basically the vascular structures. So as I've told you, it provide nutrition to a vascular structure like cornea and the lens, which are completely rely on the aqueous humor for their nutrition and oxygen demands. Cornea nutritional supply is basically glucose and oxygen, which is completely supplied by the aqueous humor. Glucose is completely supplied by the aqueous humor to the cornea. Oxygen demands are provided or satisfied by the three major pathways, which is air, tear film and aqueous humor. So if we wear the contact lens, it blocks the oxygen supply mainly from the tear film, which can lead to the corneal ulcers. That's why a person should avoid wearing contact lenses. And the corneal ulcers mainly caused due to the pseudomonas, which is an emergency condition. And contact lens wearing should be avoided during sleeping, while sleeping, because we are blocking the tear film oxygen supply. But if we are sleeping, we are also blocking the air supply from the surrounding, because we are closing our eyelids. So we are only rely on aqueous humor supply, which will be a more dangerous condition. That's why avoid sleeping while wearing contact lenses. Sorry for bad handwriting, adjusted. So lens nutritional supply we are talking about now, and the glucose and oxygen demands is completely met by the aqueous humor only, because lens, it's a inside part, and it cannot rely on any other source. So aqueous humor provided, and it's also a vascular structure. In case aqueous humor shut down due to ciliary body injury, lens can survive. Actually, lens uses the anaerobic metabolic pathway, which decreases its demands. That's why glucose metabolism of the lens is anaerobically 5% by the HMB pathway, 5% metabolized by the Krebs cycle, and 5% metabolized by the sorbitol pathway. So 85% of the glucose metabolism is anaerobically. So that's why without oxygen, lens can survive. If a ciliary body got injured and aqueous humor production got shut down, after that also lens can survive, because it uses the anaerobic metabolic pathway. Now we come to the crystalline lens. So its crystalline lens lies in the patellar fossa. Actually, it's a fossa present in the eye. It's not the our bone patella. So as its name suggests, crystalline lens, its composition also contains 65% of the water and 35% proteins, 90% out of which is crystalline proteins. That's why its name is crystalline lens, because it contains the 90% of the crystalline proteins. Lens have 3 layers. Actually, it consists of nucleus, and its layer is capsule, and after that cortex. So thinnest part of the capsule is posterior capsule, and lens epithelial cells only present under the anterior capsule. Suppose let me draw. Suppose this is our lens. Here will be the nucleus. Posterior is the thinner part, anterior is somewhat more thick, and it consists of a layer known as epithelium layer. And here is the cortex. It's all cortex. This all cortex. So we can mention this. This is cortex, and this is our posterior capsule. This is anterior capsule, and this is our nucleus. This is our nucleus. So that's how our lenses look like. Our lens is suspended by the zonule suspensory ligament from the ciliary body, and iris lens diaphragm includes iris, ciliary body, zonules, and lens. Actually, our lens is situated on a iris lens diaphragm, which is iris, ciliary body, zonules, lens. Our lens is suspended by the zonules and the suspensory ligament from ciliary body, and it has a iris lens diaphragm, which consists of the iris, ciliary body, zonules, and lens. It all moves together. That's why we call this iris lens diaphragm. Now we talk about the posterior chamber. So posterior chamber, as I have told you about the space behind the iris and the lens. Matlab, fuck. Posterior chamber, as I have told you earlier, the posterior chamber is space between the iris and the lens. It contains the aqueous humor, and the anterior chamber and posterior chamber are connected with each other through pupil. Now we talk about the vitreous cavity. It's the space between the posterior surface of the lens and the retina, and its volume is the 4 ml. It contains the vitreous humor, which is 70% of the eyeball. The vitreous humor is the largest structure in the eyeball. As I have told you, the single largest structure inside the eye and the strongest attachment of the vitreous is the vitreous base. Vitreous humor has many attachments, but its strongest attachment is vitreous base.